It's game with 11 chapters, so it's rather lengthy. In this video, we do our best to explain what's going on in the game from A to Z in as little as 10 minutes. Before you begin watching the video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button to ensure that you do not miss any future videos. If you are a die-hard gamer, this game may be your cup of tea. As you all know, The Last of Us Part 2 was released in 2020 and is an action-adventure game. In short, Ellie and Abby are two individuals whose lives intersect in post-apocalyptic America. They must use guns, improvised weapons, and stealth to combat human foes and cannibalistic zombie-like monsters. The game is played in the third person. Let's see what's going on in the game chapter by chapter. Chapter 1. Joel, Tommy, and Ellie are introduced in The Last of Us Part 2 prologue. Ride beside Tommy on his horse and play the guitar by picking the white highlighted notes. Waking Morning is the game's first meaningful part, in which Ellie prepares to go on patrol with Dina. It contains the following collectibles: 1 artifact and 2 trading cards. Jackson the Overlook provides strategies for beating the game's initial infected foes, as well as sites for all collectibles. Jackson Patrol outlines where you and Dina must travel to complete tasks and contains killing techniques for clickers and location for all collections, workbenches, and saves. Collectibles include 6 artifacts, 2 trade cards, 2 journal entries, 1 workbench, and 1 save. Jackson the Horde teaches how to return to safety, and the chalet primarily tells stories. Run towards the cabin and through the hole in the wooden fence after the opening cinematic. Ammo is in the bedroom, while sleeping bags are in the living area. Packing Up is primarily a story-driven game. However, there are treasures such as 1 artifact and 2 journal entries. Chapter 2. The Gate tells how to travel to the outpost, how to get over the wall, and how to utilize the generator to unlock the gates. Downtown shows how to obtain the gas to power the generator, uncover a secret prize, and get past the hotel gate. Eastbrook School Walkthrough offers advice on how to navigate the classrooms and courtyards. Capitol Hill describes how to navigate the town and reach the tower ahead. Seattle Day 1 Channel 13 offers advice on how to penetrate the station and flee. The tunnels provide suggestions for navigating the station and indicate all collecting places. A secret trophy is indicated by the birthday present. Stick to Joel's swimming instructions. Chapter 3. Tips for taking down WLF troops, dealing with infected in the hotel, and dealing with stalkers are provided by Hillcrest, Discovering Strings, Seraphites, and St. Mary's Hospital. This section contains no collectibles. Chapter 4. Seattle Day 3 Road to the Aquarium discusses how to take on WLF troops and their dogs while visiting adjacent buildings and all the collectible location notable sites, which include 3 artifacts, 4 trading cards, 1 journal entry, and 2 workbenches. This The Last of Us 2 Chapter 4 walkthrough. Seattle Day 3 The Flooded City contains recommendations for combating human and infected foes, as well as a list of all collectible location notable spots, which include 6 artifacts, 2 trading cards, 1 diary entry, 2 workbenches, and 1 safe. Seattle Day 3 Infiltration outlines how to discover the persons you're seeking and identifies all collectible location notable locales, using only 1 diary entry. Chapter 5. The park tracking instruction will assist you in following the tracks and contains location for all valuables, including 3 artifacts and 1 coin. Chapter 6. The Last of Us 2 Chapter 6. Seattle Walkthrough Day 1 includes collectible sites, chat, and advice for coping with a Seraphite encounter. Manny will meet you in the cafeteria, so follow him there. You may interact with objects such as your bottom bunk and bag, as well as collectible areas when you enter your room. There is 1 artifact, 4 coins, and 1 safe. Seattle Day 1 The foreword contains valuables everywhere, including 1 artifact, 3 coins, and 1 workbench. The aquarium is a touching reminiscence with no valuables. To enter the next section, follow Owen up the steps and raise the door together. Max's place is locked, but Owen has a key that can open it. A cutscene will play, directing you to the next area. The first day in Seattle was Hostile Territory. Seattle Day 1 Hostile Territory contains all collectible sites, including 12 artifacts, 1 coin, 1 workbench, and 1 safe, as well as suggestions for confrontations with Seraphites. Put My Name Up, a secret award, is unlocked by Winter. The forest contains advice on defeating stalkers, as well as maps of the area. All treasures have a home in the car repair shop, including one artifact and one workbench. Interact with the objects to add to the dialogue narrative. Battle against the towering Seraphite. Open the car repair shop's garage door. Seattle Day 1 includes recommendations for dealing with infections and items such as artifacts, coins, workbench, and safe. Return to the Coast involves fast travel back and contains 0 collectibles. Chapter 7. This section of The Last of Us 2 walkthrough contains all of Chapter 7 subsections. It contains maps, battle suggestions, and collectible places. The Descent has suggestions for dealing with stalkers. Ground Zero contains recommendations for dealing with a new threat. And Return to the Aquarium is primarily story-based. The Marina kicks off Chapter 8. Chapter 8. The events of Seattle Day 3 are covered in this The Last of Us 2 walkthrough for Chapter 8. The Marina entails pursuing Yara and running into an old buddy. To find Lev on the island, infiltrate Seraphite camps. The escape entails getting out of here as quickly as possible while not missing the goodies. Everything comes to a head in the confrontation, with no collectibles and a lot of drama. Ellie is being pursued behind the stage. Chapter 9. This The Last of Us 2 Chapter 9 walkthrough. Because it is a tale, the farm isn't complicated. Explore and examine everything in the house at your leisure. When you're ready to chat with Dina, go outside and find Dolly on the tractor. Running approaching the sheep, herd them inside the barn. Track down the wayward sheep. Come home with a rabbit in your hand. You'll wake up chilly later that night and close the window in the playroom where the guitar sits. A sequence of cutscenes will play before moving on to the next section. 2,425 Constance, Santa Barbara. Chapter 10. The Last of Us 2 Chapter 10 walkthrough. Santa Barbara 2,425 Constance describes how to discover rare residents. Pushing Inland discusses how to find Abby's whereabouts, and Santa Barbara the Resort explains how to defeat the Rattlers. The resort is crawling with Rattlers, so hide in the grass and concentrate on using your crossbow. The beach offers advice on how to deal with what comes next, and there are no collectibles in this part. To locate Abby, go straight through the outdoor sitting area and down the steps until you reach the pillars. Follow her down to the boat after interacting with her pillar. Battle her like you would any other non-opponent, looking for an opportunity before attacking. Continue until the brawl is over. Chapter 11. This The Last of Us 2 walkthrough. Chapter 11. The Farm Epilogue is a narrative-driven walkthrough. There are no collectibles available. Enter your home, go to the second story, and get the guitar. A cutscene will begin to play. Finish the game and watch the credits roll. This is the plot, or what happens in the game from start to end. If you enjoy this video, please share it with your friends and hit the like button. Thank you for keeping a watch on Deli Ellie.